Alright, in the top left, playing is Emeric. We have Zeronix up against Sedgehun, playing Vesper. Over on the right hand side is player 2. Interesting to note, Vesper was left on the table. And also they're playing on the snow version of this, so that might be a bit of a change for people. But I know Sedgehun's been a fan of like wanting to play on different tile sets. And generally people are very familiar with all the different tile sets now. So back in the day it used to be flagstone tiles weren't quite as visible on certain tile sets. Things like roads weren't either. So yeah, we made a rule of like everybody should be really playing on plains or on like the default tile set, just because it could be a bit confusing at times. But I think everybody's kind of more familiar at this point with what's going on. So yeah, that rule, we don't really enforce it anymore. Ooh, there's a big whack on Emeric here. We might see what was it, MVAKM I believe lost? They let their commander get hit a few too many times by swords early game. So yeah. Emeric, however, is going to be fine. Retreats, gets the heal. And Vesper also looking pretty good. And actually, Emeric, I want to say that sword hit on Emeric put him at like a little, like slightly less health, which is going to be somewhat significant. I'm very curious to see how that's going to go. If that will make any difference. Ooh, I like that. Nice sword crit set up. And Sedgehun just moving the knights. Quite a lot of knights as well. And this is a map, like it's hard to get the knights to come and reinforce up here. You have to go through a forest, you have to build back one. The forward tiles aren't quite as good. Ooh, let's see what we're going to do here. Oh, that was a 1%. I believe that was a low roll. But now crystals available. Okay, and Sedgehun, just like lots of spears for defense. Looking pretty good here. Gets a tiny little heal on Vesper. But, you know, it's worth it. Like, that 10 gold isn't going to be super effective for anything else. If you can get a little bit more efficiency out of your commander, then, yeah, go for it. Absolutely. Zero. Okay, army's getting moved to position. I believe crystals, yeah, it's going to go down there. Very defensible spot. That village and that water tile blocking off pretty well. And what can Sedgehun do here? Alright, well, Hex can come in. And that, I believe, is actually a safe Hex. The mage would have to kill this, like this spear would have to die and the mage would have to get the kill. So, and yeah, this is like basically impossible to break through that, so. Ooh, big mage heal though. Is that gonna actually come to anything? Alright, we're gonna unlock a bit more groove for Emeric. We're gonna move the knight into position. Just in case. And Harpy is going to be, I believe, one tile out of range of that witch. So yeah, the Harpy's going to do some nice zoning. This back village, I kind of wish that had been captured, but maybe the knight could have moved into position to knock it down. But it's looking okay. That knight there is quite aggressively positioned, but there's no real punish for it. There's like a mage crit from a forest. And that I don't think is really gonna come to anything. Okay, Emeric gets a kill. That's quite nice. I believe there's a sword crit available as well. Dog also works. And yeah, just gonna pull back. Get ready to put down another crystal. And what can Sedgehun do? Well, I mean, Sedgehun can have a whole bunch of archers is what Sedgehun can do. Crystal gets broken. Another hex comes in. Ooh, are we gonna see... I guess just damage coming in. Okay, Vesper's gonna walk up and attack. Wow, just being very aggressive here. And yeah, Sedgehun just went for a very offensive turn. And a lot of these units are very badly hurt now, so they're not really going to be able to do that much. And Zero, what can Zero do? Right, picks up 1 kill. Oh! So a thief was bought a while ago and I just missed it. The downside of going for thief plays is you do lose a lot of tempo. Alright, big mage heal. And it just heals up that spear. Okay. Yeah, Sedgehun's not going to have much money this turn, but I believe they can just do a ton of damage, and that's like the plan right now. The balloon will wall very nicely, so Sedgehun has to respect that. And Harpy gets a kill on a mage, not very often you get to see that. And just more and more units coming forwards here. And yeah, Sedgehun just has done a ton of damage. Like trading into like Emeric, who normally you would think, you know, he does quite well. He has that big terrain bonus. But in this case, he's kind of just getting pounded on. Yeah, like Zero just has to keep pulling back. Like he's not getting much out of these crystals. He gets like 1 turn of defense, and then he gets like heavily damaged by an aggressive push. Alright, spear goes down. Maybe could have gone for the archer, but not the biggest deal either way. And now we have Vesper Groove. And this is interesting because Vesper, up until this point, it's been double Emeric Groove, and Vesper is winning despite that. And now Vesper has Groove. Moves maybe a little bit overly aggressive, but a lot of Zero's army is just badly injured and can't really do much damage. Alright. We're seeing the archer pack away there. Balloon goes down. Zero just kind of finding targets where he can. More units going down. Some damage coming in on the archer there. And yeah, I think... So, here's the thing. Zero holds now, but Sedge gets a free turn of damage. Like, pretty much his entire army will be able to fit under whatever he does next. Guess... Wow, Suicide's a unit there. Interesting. And yeah, Sedge is definitely going to go for some kind of smoke play here. Oh, he even picks up a kill over there. Or hit up there even. And yeah, so much of this stuff is completely safe now. Okay, 1 knight goes down. That's pretty good. The knight crit goes in on that mage. That's also very good. But Zero, wow, just really pushed back all the way to his production, all the way to his stronghold. And just can't damage these units. Right, we see captures coming in. See another hex. Our Sedge has been very aggressive with these hexes all game. Okay, more units going down, more spears getting killed. Oh, we're gonna see lethal attempt on the stronghold? Oh wow. That was so nicely done. Yeah, Zero, he did leave a lot in front of that stronghold, but obviously just not quite enough. Yeah, that was very nicely done there by Sedgehun. Taking a game, bringing it to 1-1. And yeah, it's not every day you get to see Zero drop a game to someone in a tournament set. So, yeah, very well played there by Sedgehun. We'll take a quick look at the stats. See if they tell much of an extra story here. Alright, so this should be, yeah, it's all good. So Vesper will be in the kind of grey, Emeric in the red, so that'll be 0 there. Army value. Interesting, Vesper actually losing army value towards the end there. Income. Yeah, it was kind of back and forth. Not a huge gap between them. Only going like, that's like the difference of like one village getting flipped. So they're very, very even on income. Combat unit count. Interestingly, 0 was actually ahead on combat unit count. And like this will be crystal as well, but I actually thought that would be more even, or actually Sedge favored. And then the groove at the end. Yep. I was just Sedgehun, popping smoke, and then gets an extra turn to set up lethal on the stronghold. So, yeah, just very nicely done there by Sedgehun. And with that, I believe we're going to go into game 3.